Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about a split primary palette. A split primary palette is a warm and a cool of each primary. So a primary is yellow, blue, red. So if we look here, I have a warm collection and a cool collection. For my warm primaries, I've got a cadmium yellow medium, an ultramarine blue, a cadmium red light. For my cool primaries, I've got a lemon yellow, a cerulean blue, and a quinacridone magenta. The reason for doing this is that if we mix just three colours, three primaries, we get, let's have a look, we get a limited palette like this. And we're constrained by which yellow, which blue and which red on the mixtures. I can't go brighter than any of these using the three that I selected. But when you split the primary and give it a warm and a cool, you open up many more adventures and colour mixing. So what you need to do is to draw a circle. I used a plate. At 12 you put a point in the middle. And look, this doesn't have to be, absolutely perfectly, scientifically, whatever. Just put a point where you think the middle is. Draw a line from 12 o'clock to the centre, from 4 o'clock to the centre, and from 8 o'clock to the centre. And then write the names of the colours as we go around. So we're going to start on the warm side. So on the right hand side of the 12 o'clock line, I've got cadmium yellow medium, so I'm going to put a blob there. That's my warm primary. I'm going to put cadmium red light on this side of the clock, of the 4 o'clock line. Now these are warm and they're leaning towards orange, and that's important. So now we're going to put the cool magenta on the 6 o'clock side of 4 o'clock, if you like, on the other side there. We're going to put ultramarine blue on this side of the line. And that's because there's some red in ultramarine and there's some blue in quinacridone. So they're going to make a lovely violet. We're then going to place cerulean blue on this side of the line. Get a bit juicier there. And finally we're going to put lemon yellow on this side of 12 o'clock. When we come to mix our secondaries, we are going to mix cadmium yellow medium with our cadmium red light. And you can see cadmium red light is very powerful. So we need much more of the yellow to make the best orange we can get from this collection of colours. So we'll put our orange secondary in here. And that's a lovely orange. It's not dull or muted, it's as good as we can get. So we're now going to mix quinacridone magenta and ultramarine blue to make a violet. So ultramarine blue there, a bit of the quinacridone magenta which leans towards blue, and we get the most gorgeous violet. Because they've got something in common. Ultramarine blue's got a bit of red in it, quinacridone magenta's got a bit of blue in it, so they're coming together. The same here. Cadmium yellow medium is warmer. It's got a bit more lean towards orange, and cadmium red light has a lean towards orange. So when you mix them, they just bring each other out, I suppose. Now finally we're going to mix cerulean blue with lemon yellow. And you get quite a vibrant green. Make it a little bit juicier. So that's quite a nice vibrant green. And that's because lemon yellow is leaning towards cerulean blue, and cerulean blue is leaning towards lemon yellow. And they're both cool. These are warm, these are cool. Now just to show you, if you wanted a muted orange, you would take your lemon yellow, your cool lemon yellow, and your quinacridone magenta, and you would try to get an orange. But it's very hard. Look at that. And that's because there's blue in this magenta, and it's sort of fighting with the lemon yellow. So if we put that, you see that's much more muted. Similarly, if we took cadmium red light and we put cerulean blue in it, we're not going to get purple, we're not going to get this beautiful violet. No, however much blue I put in, we're just not going to get there, because cerulean leans away from the reds. So that's pretty muddy there. See? You could say it has a purple tone, but it's much more muted. And then finally, when we come to the green, ultramarine blue, and we'll put a bit of the cadmium yellow medium in it. Ooh, look at that. And that becomes an olive green. So I hope you can see that mixing colours all depends on the temperature, the warmth or the coolness of the colour, and what's actually in the colour. Like, is the cadmium yellow leaning towards an orange? Is the cadmium red light leaning towards the orange? Then you're going to get a lovely orange. And if you make this chart and you put these lines in, then you will always know that to mix within the line, you're going to get a gorgeous secondary. If you mix colours across the line, you're going to get more muted. I hope that's clear. Using pairs of primaries, you can get some beautiful colours, as you can see. You can get some very vibrant colours, and you can get some very muted colours. And if you take white and black and add them to the mix, you just keep going. And I do encourage you to try that. So try out the split primaries. Lemon yellow, cerulean blue, quinacridone, magenta, cool, warm, cadmium yellow medium, ultramarine blue, cadmium red light. And have fun. See you next time.